Hey everybody, welcome back to another Ash the OT video. And now I'm going to be starting a brand new series called Odd Behaviors. And you should know that these behaviors aren't truly odd, it's just that a lot of people don't understand them or misunderstand them completely. And so in today's video, we're going to dive right in and start addressing the behavior of hand flapping. So what exactly is hand flapping? Hand flapping is repeated hand movements that occur in a rapid motion. Now, children who engage in hand flapping are typically in an emotional heightened state. So this just means that basically they are very happy, very excited, maybe they're angry, maybe they're anxious, or maybe they're even overstimulated. So a lot of times when children are engaging in hand flapping, it's just because they are trying to express an emotion that they're having. They may be trying to communicate something that they're feeling or going through, or it could be a way for them trying to calm themselves or regulate their emotions. One of the most common questions that I receive as a pediatric occupational therapist is, does my child have autism if they hand flap? And the short answer to that is no, not necessarily. In fact, children who are 3 and under, so like that toddler stage, that preschool stage, it's considered typical for them to engage in hand flapping behaviors. So even a few children who may be older than that may also engage in hand flapping. So just because you see hand flapping as a behavior does not necessarily mean your child automatically qualifies as having autism. So when is hand flapping an indicator of autism? Well, hand flapping in itself, just by itself, like I said before, is not an indicator of autism. However, if you do start to notice that your child is engaging in hand flapping and the hand flapping is accompanied by another red flag of autism, then that's when you would want to seek out and consult with your pediatrician or another healthcare provider. If you notice that your child is hand flapping and they are avoiding eye contact, or your child is hand flapping and they're not yet responding to their name, or they're hand flapping and they're having communication issues, social challenges, they have a hard time tolerating small changes in their day-to-day routine, or even having some obsessive interest, then that's when you would want to seek out additional assistance and advice to help you understand the behaviors that you are in fact noticing your child engaging in. Another common question that I get is, should I stop my child from hand flapping? And the answer is no, not necessarily, unless the hand flapping is impacting their learning, unless it's impacting their safety or safety to others, or just impacting their daily function. Now, if the hand flapping is in fact impacting one of these areas, then just remember, you don't necessarily want to stop the hand flapping, but you want to replace the hand flapping with something that is appropriate for them, but it still allows them to get their needs met. Honestly, most of the time, it's the adult that is embarrassed by the hand flapping, not the child necessarily, unless the child is much older. But typically, younger children don't even realize it's happening because it's just an instinct. It's just something that naturally happens when they're excited or happy. So for the adults out there who are embarrassed by it because they are afraid of what other parents may think of them, or could be afraid of what other children may think of their child, just remember, it's not necessarily to stop it if it's really not impacting their lives. However, if it is, then there are definitely some strategies out there that can be done to help replace those hands. We all engage in some type of behavior that helps us to feel better. These behaviors are known as self-stimulatory behaviors, and hand flapping is also known as a self-stimulatory behavior, or for short, stimming. And so just think about it. Some of us tap our foots, we tap our pencils, we twirl our hair, we rub our ears, rub our fingers, we doodle on paper. There's so many ways that we, as neurotypical adults, also engage in some of these behaviors. And how would you like it if every time you tapped your pencil or twirled your hair, somebody said stop, 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 stop? You wouldn't. So just remember, if it's not truly impacting your child's life, don't worry about it. However, if it is something that is truly causing you and your child distress, or causing you great concern, then definitely seek out professional advice from your pediatrician, consult with your occupational therapist, and they can give you more individualized assistance for you and your child. Well, I hope this video was very helpful to you all, and I hope you all have a much better understanding of hand flapping, what it is, if you should be worried about it, if you need to stop it, and all of that. So thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you comment below with any questions or comments that you may have. Also, make sure you subscribe, and if any of you would like to download my free sensory red flag checklist, make sure you read the description below because that link is going to be there as well. All right, guys, make sure you stay tuned so you can hear about the next video and the next behavior in my Odd Behavior series. All right, until next time, bye.